What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys one of the most underrated plays in bunch in Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go in and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I hope you guys did enjoy your Christmas, man. I enjoyed mine. But anyways, let's go in and dive right into this, man. So we got Gun Bunch halfback strong here, and the playbook I'm in is the Panthers playbook. Again, I'm in the Panthers playbook. Now, I'm not gonna go over personnel and everything. I'll let you guys kind of do that accordingly, because with this particular play, it really doesn't matter. Now, the play I'll be talking about is wide trail. Also, if you're curious about the ebook for this formation, do make sure you message me on any of my social medias that's found in the description. It's $15 for the full ebook, and honestly, you'll really love it because this is a really nice formation. Got some coverage beaters in there for you guys. Got some, you can bomb cover 3 out of this. You can bomb cover 2 out of this. Not this particular play, wide trail, but just in general. Like, I'll show you how to bomb cover 2, cover 3. You could even get a big gain every single time against cover 2 with the middle thirds. You know, with the linebacker in the middle third. So yeah, just if you're interested in that, hit me up. But anyways, let's go and get into this. So the play we're talking about right here is wide trail. So for the defense, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out in dollar, and I'm gonna show you guys against cover 4 drop. I'm gonna show you against cover 3, cover 2, and I'm gonna show you against man coverage. So got a lot to talk about. So let's come out in cover 3. So one thing you want to do, you always want to make sure that your bunch is to the strong side of the field, or the wide side if you want to think about it that way. So that's why I'm actually going to move the ball to the left hash, so we can actually have the bunch to the right hash over here. So this is what we're looking like. Now for the setup, you want to take circle, put them on a flat route. You want to take triangle, your running back, put them on a wheel route like this. And then now this is where you kind of can get like a wild card. So with R1, there's a couple of different things I like to do with them. My favorite standard thing to do is take R1, put him on a hitch, and then go ahead and motion him across, because I love utilizing motions out of this offense. Now, what's really cool, I'm actually not going to throw the ball, but I want you to just kind of pay attention to when it gets open, and I'm going to walk you through the replay and just show you like my read progressions, what the user should be doing, you know, those type of things like that. So first and foremost, this combo right here always wants to be your first read. So this right here is going to open up beautifully right here. You can tell it against cover 3, or I'll show you cover 2 in a little bit, but cover 3 and cover 4 drop. This combo right here is you're gonna be able to pass lead that. You just want to low ball. I normally like the low ball possession catch, and you can gain about consistently like 5-6 yards consistently, you know. Now second read. So my second read, so basically you want to see what side the user's on. So if the user's on this hook curl right here, then I'm immediately looking to this side, because this hitch route right here is actually really good. You're gonna be able to throw this against every single zone. You just want to throw it right now, and then unless they shade down, I think that's the only way that this hitch route gets taken away, but nobody's ever gonna do that. And also another thing that's good too is that you can actually throw this ball right here to this post. You can tell we could easily lowball that. Not lowball, don't lowball, you would throw a pick. You could pass lead it kind of down and inside, and a lot of times you better get a possession catch, and they normally won't let this guy animate. You can tell the distance is just too far. Normally. I gotta say, no, I'll show you this throw, but normally they don't let them animate. But yeah, this route right here isn't really as good. Now in game, I find that he actually keeps running. You see how he settles up right here? In game, I find that he actually gonna keep running to the sideline. So that's a very realistic throw if he runs to the sideline. But in theory, I like 3 things. I like this wheel route concept. That's my first read. This is my second read, and then normally this will be my third read. At that time, if nothing's open or something like that, I miss a read, then I'll simply throw the ball out, you know. But normally you'll have one of those 3 reads that's open pretty much against every single cover. So next, I'll show you cover 4 drop, because I did say cover 4 drop. I'm even going to press, just to show you guys press. So again, that setup, take circle, put them on a flat, triangle on a wheel route, take all around, put them on a hitch, and then we're gonna go ahead and motion this hitch across. Now the reason I like this motion, because a lot of times people are gonna think you're doing a motion slant, and so they're gonna kind of expect R1 to do a slant, but they're not. And I kind of want to go into replay real quick, just kind of show you guys. You can tell circle's going to get open right there. That's what's cool about this. So against standard zone drops, they're actually going to not respect that flat route, which is why this year flat routes are really, really great, just because purples, they don't come back down and play. Like if you have a Pacific route combo right here, what's going to happen is that purple is going to kind of match this right here. So you see how he turns right here and runs with it? He matches this. So that means that if you want to wait, so if they're playing like a standard purple, and you wait, you can throw this ball right now, you know. You can throw this ball, you can easily get 10-15 yards, and this is a very realistic time to wait in the pocket, you know. So a lot of times, let's just pretend like, you know, because what's going to happen is, for one, we have this 3 right here, right? For one, we can throw this easy, which I'll start throwing these reads so you guys can see that too. But let's just pretend, right? The user will be right here. Now, what's normally going to happen is the user will either A, just come and sit right here, Or B, what may happen is that they may try to just peel off and try to just, go guard nothing. So a lot of times you have users just sitting out here in the middle to kind of watch you, and sometimes you can actually just dump this pass out there, So what I was trying to explain to you also is that this hitch gets open, but he kind of gets, bumped and all that, and this normally doesn't happen. This interaction right here that you just seen normally doesn't happen, and if it does, for whatever reason, that purple's gonna fall off because of this route, and then you'll be able to lowball this or just throw this normally. So that's just, essentially the same reads that's always going to be open. So I will go over cover drop one more time because I just want to show you that this this running back read definitely is open every single time. You just need a little bit of time in the pocket. Not even a little bit, actually. You can throw this relatively fast. I'll show you this right here. So you just want to wait, and then you want to be able to lowball it, and I like possession catching it, and that's literally about 8, 9, 10 yards at a time you can constantly get. So if the user's not on that side, definitely abuse it. Now I want to show you versus cover 2. So with cover 2, it's basically going to be the same exact thing, but the window is going to be a little weirder with this running back route because you just want to wait. Now R1 is still going to get open right off the break, which is why I really love it, and I may just show you R1. I will show you R1 real quick so you can tell. Boom, he's going to settle up right there. So already you can kind of tell if the user is on the opposite side to the bunch side. Literally run this concept. You're going to have to force them to either A, individually man up R1, and if they start doing that, there's a couple things I would like to do. So just to kind of show you guys how to think on this game. So let's just go back to cover 2. Let's say they wanted to run cover 2, and let's just say they got tired of you hitting R1, right? So let's just say they wanted to, let's say we put them in a spy. So let's just say they wanted to take the vertical hook. I'm actually gonna motion them over. Hold on real quick. So let me set up this combos for you so I can show you. Now, if I know they're manning them up, what I would probably do is take them, put them on a zig route, and then I would go ahead and motion them across. So what I was trying to tell you, let's say that now, you see how they let me man them up now? So let's say they were trying to do something like this, right? This is just all theory, just pretending that they were doing something like that. Well, if this is cover 2, then it actually won't work that way. But what you're gonna be able to notice too is like, boom, So that's why this play is really good because it's a lot, So like you're really flooding the user's brain with all these setups, and you're just basically reacting off of him. So if you notice that hitch is getting manned up, but he's playing some type of zone behind it, then literally just make another read. Like I could have kept him on a hitch, and then what's gonna happen is since that's the vertical hook is no longer there, then what? Boom, right? We have this throw right here that's open. And why is this open? Because we have a flat route essentially that's going to force this cloud flat not to follow. And if that's a soft squad, it's going to do the same thing. They just won't follow. And he'll always run this shallow. So he'll always run underneath that safety. So then boom, so I'm just kind of trying to teach you guys. And then also keep in mind too, that we'll have this combo right here. So the user will have to be on this side to respect that. And we'll have what? A post right over the top, you see? So it's just, this offense is really good because you can really get creative out of it, which is, not something you can do out of every offense. But what I wanted to explain to you too before I move on is that with cover 2, the window is a little different with this play with the running back route, and I do want to show you that here. So with this running back route, it's a little bit different. You kind of can't hit it right off the break. So, well, you can, but you see how it's kind of like a little contested. Now, if you want to get a bigger gain, you just have to have a little bit of time in the pocket. So if you don't have time, definitely you can still throw it the way I did. But if you find yourself like maybe they're only rushing 3 people and they're not like, just some crazy superstars or something, then what I would suggest you do is kind of wait on this running back route. And what you're going to be able to notice is if you wait half a second, sometimes you can have it in that gap right there, just with a hard inside pass lead. But in practice mode, they aren't really giving it to me, but I'm not going to take the time to sit here and keep talking about that. I just want to kind of show you in theory, So like, what I was trying to get you to understand is that you see this room out here, this room right here. You want to pass lead this ball right here, and I'll probably try to run it for you one more time after that. That's pretty much going to be all me talking about it, but this is definitely a realistic throw. I just kind of got a bad pass, but you want to throw this ball as soon as he crosses this vertical hook. You want to do a hard pass lead inside because this mid read is definitely not going to be able to play it because he's going to have to worry about this post route. So that's why you see him kind of do like a little glitch step, and a lot of times you will be able to fit this ball in that little gap. And I want to show you that one time at least before we move on to man coverage and all that. And this will probably be the video more than likely. So just want to make sure you guys, got a couple setups that you like. I'll probably give you one more setup I like out of this play too as well. But let me go ahead and show you what I was talking about. So what you want to do is you want to wait till it gets a little even, and then you want to pass lead it right there in that gap. That's what I was trying to explain to you guys. So I'm gonna have to replay one more time, and then after that, I'll show you man coverage, what I like to do against man. I'll give you one more setup I do like out of this wide trail play, and that'll be the video. But what I was trying to explain to you, so let's say you have like your opponent rushing 3 people, right? And they're not just, some going crazy and with the rushing. So what I was trying to explain to you is that you can wait. So as soon as he passes up this vertical hook, that's when you want to throw that ball. So you see how right here I'm waiting. Now I go ahead and throw that ball as soon as he crosses that vertical hook, and look at all that room out there. That's what I was trying to explain to you, that they will not be able to click on and pick that. There is literally no way. You see, that's no way. And that's about 15 yards right there. So 15, 20 yards just off of a standard cover 2. Now, let's talk about man coverage. So, with man coverage, there's a couple things I like to do. So, if they want to play this style of man coverage where they, you know, this is their user and they're playing like a shaded down, shaded under type of man, what I like to do is take R1, I'll still put him on a slant, and then I'll go ahead and motion this guy across right here. So now we pretty much got a slant drag post concept. So a lot of times that X route is going to be able to win on man coverage if you have a decent tight end. Now, he's not really decent, I should say, so I don't even think you need a decent tight end. I think it's just naturally these angle routes are going to naturally beat man coverage like they normally do out the backfield with the running backs. But you can tell right there he sticks his foot in the ground, and a lot of times you're going to be able to have room to outrun that guy. In this backside slant in practice mode, you're going to get absolutely bagged. So if you take this in practice mode and try to do a backside slant, they guard him really well. But in game, it's never like that. You guys know that. It's really, I mean, 1 out of like 5 plays is going to be like bagged, but that's just EA giving random animations. But even still, you can tell he kind of runs away from his defender, which normally that's going to happen. And then you got an easy pass lead out there. So already you're going to have to make the user decide. And now, depending on who you have running this route, if I can get onto him, depending on who you have running this route, I would suggest put your best route runner here, just because that post, it can beat man, but it's not a man beater. So it's just, can that receiver run a better route than that guy guarding him? So let me go back to man coverage. Now, if they start trying to play double purples style man, I still like the same exact combo. To me, this combo is the best way to do it. Oh, also one thing you can do too, if you want, you can actually take R1, put him on an out route. Smart route is out route. And you can take circle, put him on a drag, and then you can go ahead and motion him across just like this. And normally on this setup, I'm actually looking for that out route because out routes are going to be able to beat man coverage. But if they are shaded down and over the top, then a lot of times what's going to be able to happen, not down over the top, excuse me. If they are shaded over the top and they're playing double purples, I like this play just because that post route can actually win against the over the top coverage. It all just depends on who you have running it. So I like this play right here when I want to see what they're doing. So you might be saying, Red, what do you mean by what they're doing? So with this play, like I said, I like to look at the out route first. So what's going to happen is my eyes are automatically going to come to this right side of the field. So when I'm looking at, I see a safety, you know, shoot down here, right? So I'm like, okay, well, my out route's not going to be open. And then now I'm looking up top, and then my next read is going to be, okay, is this angle route open? So you see how the safety kind of comes here. So at this point, I'm like, okay, there is literally nobody in the middle of the field. So let me throw this ball out here and give my receiver a chance. So that's normally what's going to happen, because a user, what a good user is going to do is he's actually going to fly out and probably come on this side right here. He's going to kind of ride this player right here, and he's going to peel back right here and actually come back over here. And if he's elite, what he'll try to do is circle back and try to play this. But by that time, they won't let you do that. Now, if that was Madden 20, Madden 21, they may let you get away with that, lurking 3 people like that. But normally, they're not going to be able to catch back up to this. And then normally, you can actually just throw this ball and he'll outrun his defender. Now, last thing I want to tell you is that I believe this, if I remember right, which we're about to see right here, I believe this setup will actually beat middle third safety with this post route, and we're actually about to see that right now. So let's take R1 and put him on a slant. Now I'm actually going to spy this lineman just so I can have a little bit of time, because what you'd want to do, you'd actually want to drift in the pocket. So you'd want to double team that end that I just spied. I just don't want to do all that right now. So all you want to do is roll. Yep, you see how he just runs? He literally just runs straight past them. So if they're putting like a man with a third, it literally doesn't matter. Now, last thing I'll show you is what if they run man, but you know, put this guy in the third. Just to show you that yes, he still will run away from that guy, and you could tell like that safety just literally didn't do anything. So circle, you can leave circle on the drag, R1 on the slant. Let me actually make sure I got that line spot. Okay, cool. Motion them over. Let's make sure we are shaded over the top. All right, we're good right there. Go ahead and snap the ball. And like I said, you just want to roll this way. You can tell R1's open, but just look at him. Like they just literally just don't register that he's running right by him, and it's just. This is why Trey play is really crazy. Like, they want to run man, they will have a hard time. Literally, you can dominate somebody who wants to sit in nothing but man coverage and just run the setups that I literally just gave you. Now, last thing I do want to tell you is that there's sometimes I like to do, if I want to leave R1 on this route, I'll smart route it. And it was square, I normally take him, put him on a backside drag. And you might be wondering, well, why would I do that? So, the reason I would do that is watch how these 2 routes are ran. So, I'm actually just going to snap the ball, just kind of show you. Now, the problem is that they're ran almost at the same depth. Well, that time it's not, but I don't know. Nah, don't use that, because I promise don't use it. I know it looked good right there, but I promise you it's not gonna look that good in the game. But anyways, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video though. Actually, you know what? I do want to show you man coverage though, because I promise you, you're probably looking at that like, oh, real, that actually look like it's gonna be a real combo. But normally what's going to happen when you play man, they're going to get bumped and they're going to get pressed, and a lot of times the spacing isn't good. Now that time the spacing is actually pretty decent, but the problem with that is the user's going to be able to kind of guard both of them, and I'll kind of explain that here in a second. And I'm sorry this video is kind of getting too long. I just want to show you why I do not like this setup, so please don't use this one, because what's going to happen normally is that the user's going to pass this off, and he's going to be somewhere trailing, like right here, right? So he's going to be somewhere right here. What he's going to do is he's going to be able to guard this, and if you try to throw this route, so let's just pretend like, you know, he wasn't there. Sometimes you try to throw this route, he'll be able to circle and then come back up here and climb and pick it off, because that's definitely happened to me before. That's why I do like the backside slant. Just want to make sure I mention that, you know, why I like the backside slant, because they're ran at different depths. Even if they get pressed or they don't, it's just easy reads. At that point, you can tell I even had R1. And also, this is not a zone beater. That wasn't a zone beater. You know, I already gave you zone beaters. I was just kind of messing around trying to show you the different depth and how people run the routes. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.